New details about the final moments before boxing champion Muhammad Ali passed away on Friday. What his daughter had to say. And 9 on Your Side is in Ali's hometown of Louisville, Kentucky. How thousands are now paying their respects.
Now, breaking news and the Tri-State's most accurate forecast. This is 9 on Your Side.
Good evening, I'm Allie Kramer. Julie is off tonight. It has been more than 24 hours since the world learned that boxing champion Muhammad Ali passed away. Here's a look right now at the plane carrying his body. It touched down in his hometown there in Louisville just a couple of hours ago. The plane left Phoenix this afternoon with 35 people on board, many of them Louisville police officers who will serve as escorts for the champ's body. And tonight we're now learning more about the final hours of Ali's life. Despite being affected by Parkinson's disease for more than 30 years, the champ didn't go down without a fight. His daughter Hannah tweeting, "Dad did not go down easily, his heart beating 30 minutes after his other organs failed." She spoke about his final moments. Take a listen.
It was really beautiful. He was at peace, and we were all taking turns speaking with him and whispering and telling him we love him, and it was very peaceful and beautiful. He would have been proud.
An unprecedented procession through the streets of his hometown in Louisville is scheduled for this Friday. The Muhammad Ali Center will also be open this week to allow the public to celebrate his life and legacy. Now, 9 on Your Side has team coverage of how Ali is being remembered. We have a reporter in Louisville tonight with how thousands are paying their respects at his childhood home and at the Muhammad Ali Center. But 9 on Your Side, Scott Wagner has some reaction from some of those people that were gathered there just today to say goodbye.
Well, the world grieves the loss of the former heavyweight champion. Here at the Muhammad Ali Center, Louisville grieves for a local hero and friend.
Having Muhammad Ali as a base for us in Louisville to be somebody that's interested in world peace and understanding and the humanitarian aspect of it is very important. Especially I have a son that's standing over there.
He brought so much to Louisville as a person, as a human. Great integrity, great respect. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot for society. Especially for African Americans like us.
He lived in my house on 28th Street in Chestnut, and I love him, and I will love him, and the family rest in peace. Please, everybody love him. We're going to love him every day.
Ali's funeral will be Friday. Services at the KFC Yum Center will be open to the public. Scott Wagner, 9 on Your Side, Louisville.
Thanks, Scott. Well, more than just a boxing legend, tonight local leaders are remembering Muhammad Ali for his influence outside of the ring. We turn now to 9 on Your Side's Roseanne Aragon, who joins us live from Covington. Roseanne?
Allie, he was a master in the ring and an influencer in the civil rights movement. I spoke with several local leaders who say his courage inspired change for years to come.
You would ask me if he's had a tremendous impact upon the civil rights movement. I would say most assuredly.
Just 2 days after winning the World Heavyweight Championship, he changed his name from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali, a move that was just a preview of his spark to fight inequality.
Muhammad Ali. I'm going to change my name because it's a slave name. That's significant, And he also was willing to speak out and said, I'm opposed to the Vietnam War.
In 1966, Ali openly refused to be drafted, risking it all to fight for his beliefs. He was temporarily banned from boxing and originally sentenced to 5 years behind bars.
Was willing to forego fame, fortune, and freedom. All three were at stake.
Local leaders say Ali inspired people through living by his convictions.
People in the communities would listen to this.
Ali was also a prominent member of the Nation of Islam.
It came as a surprise to the Islamic Center when we inaugurated the facility in November of 1995.
She says he was a unifier.
He was very warm, he was very gentle. Basically said is that Allah is one. God is one. And so his message very clearly was that of bringing people together.
Showing power, risk, and endurance of a true champion.
Here was a guy that you could emulate in this arena.
These leaders say they hope the lessons he's taught people lives even after his death. Reporting live, Roseanne Aragon, 9 on your side.
All right, thank you, Roseanne. The public funeral will take place this Friday in Louisville at the KFC Yum Center. Former President Bill Clinton and comedian Billy Crystal will both deliver eulogies. The all-day affair will also include a procession through the city. Of course, you can stay with 9 on your side for continuing coverage of the life and death of Muhammad Ali. We'll have much more tonight, first on World News Tonight at 6:30, and then on 9 on your side at 11, just after Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Coverage also continues on WCPO.com, where you can hear from the Big O, Oscar Robertson himself. All right, well, if you think it's hot outside right now, I can tell you that the heat is still coming. Steve, we're seeing some changes in the forecast coming our way.
Yeah, we sure do. In fact, we're going to ride the roller coaster a little bit coming up this week. As for right now, it's certainly warm, a little muggy outside. Let's show you what the story is. We had some clouds and some showers due to that trough that's just moved out to the east of us. So things are actually breaking up for tonight. We'll see some clear skies, and I think it's going to stay dry the way things are looking. While there's maybe a slight chance, I'd put it under 20%. So I really think our 9 first warning Doppler is going to stay dry. Things are looking good right now. There's a couple of showers out to around Pike County and Scioto County because of that trough. Temperatures then, as you look at it, we're generally in the upper 70s to low 80s. You'll notice Madera's at 78. I've got Cleves at 77. Florence right now at 79 degrees, and that's what it is in Cincinnati. As we head through tonight, we're going to talk about how big changes are ahead. We've got some rain to talk about in the immediate future, and then we could see the hottest temps so far this year, Allie, coming up.
All right, thanks, Steve. Celebrating survival. Hundreds of people turned out in Blue Ash to recognize the struggle of thousands. And from garbage to gold, you had to get up early to find some of these great treasures in Florence.
This is the time of year when putting a few extra bucks in your pocket is a snap.
Great outdoor kind of job to spend the summer outside.
Summer jobs and the employers who have them right now. Teens, retirees, anyone who wants extra income.
It wasn't too hard. I just filled out the application online.
See who's hiring and the Tri-State jobs that are out there.
The level of work escalates in the summer.
Helping you find the jobs you want and the cash you need. Tomorrow on 9 on your side at 6.
When you own a business, you're more than just the owner. You're a manager, a marketer, and most of all, a multitasker. Cincinnati Bell is making running your business easier with the connected office suite of communications and cloud services that are affordable and scalable for your small or mid-sized business. Contact Cincinnati Bell today. They'll work with you and your IT partner to find the right solution so you can focus on the connections that matter. Cincinnati Bell, connecting what matters.
At Huntington, we believe in doing the right thing, like helping those in need with St. Vincent de Paul.
Drop off new fans and window air conditioners at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores.
Please join us to help those who need proper cooling.
Connecting with community and making life even better right here in Greater Cincinnati.
From the first building block to the last coat of paint, Menards is here to help. Get an 11% rebate on everything in the store, including thousands of sale items. Tackle big cleaning jobs with big savings on our entire selection of commercial quality cleaning supplies from Libner. Clean up with an 11% rebate on all mops, brooms, brushes, and everything else in the store. Even sale prices now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Introducing new chicken bruschetta pizza from Donato's. All white meat chicken breast, tomato bruschetta, and more for just $1 more than a large one topping. And try our new chicken caprese entree salad too.
Donato's. Every piece is important.
Visit us online 24/7 at beachmontford.com.
Well, hundreds of people came together today in Blue Ash to celebrate the 29th annual National Cancer Survivors Day. It was a backyard bash. This is the second time the cancer support community of Greater Cincinnati held the celebration. Anyone affected by cancer was, of course, invited. Survivors and their families were treated to food and games. They sure had some beautiful weather for it today. We're told 1 out of every 4 deaths in the U.S. is from cancer, and event organizers say they just love the opportunity to give back.
Unfortunately, cancer really affects most of us in some way, so to really be able to give that support and encouragement to others is amazing.
Last year, more than 200 people went to the Backyard Bash, and this year they were able to celebrate the lives of so many more. Well, coming up in sports, Ken Brew is in tonight with the latest. Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tonight. He'll have a preview for you. And the Reds were trying to extend their winning streak to 5, if you can believe it. We'll show you how that turned out, too. Steve?
Allie, we could need the shower kind of umbrella area for tomorrow afternoon. I'll also come back tell you how tropical records are set right now. Weather's on the other side of the break.
Catch Cash Explosion Saturdays at 7:30 on your official lottery station 9 on your side.
Beacon Branding, it is all about the experience.
From the initial patient encounter to the x-rays to the surgery to the PT, it's all encompassing under one roof.
We wanted to build something that was going to be one-stop shopping.
Just this past week, I had a patient who was injured Sunday night. I saw him Monday morning. I did his surgery on Tuesday. He's back to work on Thursday.
Everyone has a passion to make patients better as quickly as possible. So when they leave Beacon, they go, wow, that was easy.
The Genius, now open at Cincinnati Museum Center.
I'm just a little person, one person in a sea. Somewhere, maybe someday, maybe somewhere far away, I'll meet a second little person, and we'll go out and play.
Ted Strickland failed as Ohio's governor, but in Washington, Strickland's record was even worse. Strickland earned big bucks to join a liberal special interest group that claimed members of the military are paid too much and praised the VA even after veterans died waiting for care.
I had a job last year that was a dream job, paid me more money than I've ever made in my life.
Ted Strickland, a failure as governor, a shameful record in D.C. Fighting for Ohio Fund is responsible for the content of this message.
Get ready for a party.
I hope you're ready for the time of your life.
This summer, come out and play. ABC Sunday Fun and Games. Celebrity Family Feud with Steve Harvey. The $100,000 Pyramid with Michael Strahan. And Match Game with Alec Baldwin. Plus, more celebrities than a red carpet. Game on.
Survey says,
get in the game. Sunday Fun and Games. Premieres June 26th on ABC.
You're watching 9 on your side at 6.
Well, there's an old saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And today, hundreds of people got to sift through a massive trove that really tops all others. We are talking about the world's largest garage sale right there in Florence, Kentucky. It was put on by our friends over at B105. This is the 5th year for the garage sale. It's been put on there at Turfway Park. You can see more than 300 vendors showed up with everything from furniture to clothing to homemade goods, even a little junk mixed in there. It is an event that B105 morning host Big Dave says really benefits everyone involved.
We expect it now. I mean, the crowds every year. So far, every year we've been blessed with great weather, and people just, it seems to get bigger every year. So that's a good thing, and it really helps out Goodwill, which is a great thing.
You can see there the Goodwill trucks were lined up there on the grounds because those treasures that weren't snatched up by eager buyers, well, they were able to be donated right back to the community. They had some beautiful weather. You can see the sunshine.
Hey, I'll take credit for that one, huh?
And we're coming into some heat is what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think temperatures are really going to pop here. Probably the hottest we've seen so far, Allie. So let me show you this roller coaster ride that we're on. First, it looks like we're going to return to summer this week. So get ready for some real heat. We're going to hit 90 degrees, the hottest temp we've seen so far this week. And in fact, not just this year. Let me show you as we head back into September of last year, 90-degree temperature. You'll see we've hit 87 3 times, but some big changes coming up here. Outside right now, well, some pretty nice weather. There's a little bit of a breeze. You see the flags down at Sawyer Point for Bunbury, and it looks like the conditions will be pretty nice for tonight. A little warm, maybe just a tad humid, but pretty good overall, and certainly as the sun goes down, Florence and the Machine, boy, everybody's been waiting for that. It looks like things are going to be nice. Temps are going to be in the 70s for really tonight's concert venues in both spots. Okay, so as we look at things, while that's going on, check this out. Down in the Gulf of Mexico, Tropical Storm Colin has formed. It's the earliest third storm ever to happen. So already we've had an active season, you could call it. Look at the record, June 12th, 1987. All right, as we look at it then, we bring it up here over the top of us. We had a few clouds, couple of showers. Now we're in the fair sky kind of regime, and that'll continue into tomorrow. No issues for your Monday. Things are going to be sunny in the morning, going out the door, you'll be fine. Now, into the afternoon for the ride home, it's not out of the question you might end up seeing a shower around here. We've got a little kind of overall flow coming in out of the northwest, and you'll notice by about 5 o'clock we're painting a couple of clouds and maybe a couple of scattered showers. Most folks won't see it for tomorrow, but the couple of showers not out of the question. Then that flow continues into Tuesday, which is actually going to mean some pretty nice weather. We'll be a little warmer tomorrow, maybe a tad more humid, and then because of that little wave that moves through for tomorrow, we're going to drop the humidity come Tuesday. Temperatures drop into the 70s, and we're going to see some sunshine and really nice weather through the middle of the week. So overall, we're looking at a nice week of weather ahead. Courtesy of this area of high pressure, it's going to be really pleasant around here, and then that high is going to change, and it's going to come into that warm kind of pattern for us where we see winds out of the south-southwest. Because of that, temperatures are going to shoot at the end of the week. So we're talking about those summertime numbers. We'll be into the 80s by Thursday, mid to upper 80s on Friday, and I think by Saturday I'm calling for that 90-degree temperature. We might miss it by a degree, but you get the idea. It's going to be really warm at the end of the week. In the meantime, getting up in the morning at 7 o'clock, I'm looking at temps in the upper 50s to low 60s, and well, you'll see barely a cloud in the sky. Into the afternoon, you'll notice that our computer forecast painting maybe a shower here or there. Again, most folks stay dry. We'll be in the lower 80s around the tri-state in the afternoon. This is the other thing that's going to happen. Okay, we're in the pleasant regime right now, and really will be over the next few days, and Tuesday and Wednesday especially will be really nice. But by the end of the week, those dew points are going up. We're going to be anywhere from about 65 to maybe 67, so we're going to be residing in that uncomfortable stage almost, really, and with the idea of the temperatures going up near 90 degrees, real summertime heat coming up. All right, here's your Monday fly-through. Let's take a look at it. Fair skies. One other note for the morning. Possibility of some patchy fog around here, so something to keep in mind, especially if normally you drive through one of those areas. Generally fair skies and mostly sunny for tomorrow, but as I mentioned, it's not out of the question we see a passing shower with temperatures getting into the low 80s. Okay, 7-day forecast then. By Tuesday, we're dropping it down. I'm going to put it at 75, 73, 80, so you can see the middle of the week just delightful. Starts getting a little warm on Friday there, and then the hot temperatures start popping in here on Saturday and Sunday as we're up near 90 degrees. Okay, it's time for sports now. Here's Ken Brew.
All right, Steve, as Maxwell Smart would say, missed it by that much. The Reds had a chance to sweep the Nationals today, increase their winning streak to 5 games as well. Let's go to the ballpark. The Reds had won the first 2 of 3 in this series. But today, tied at 5 at Anthony Rendon with the grounder. And catcher Tucker Barnhart cannot handle the throw. 2-run score, 7-5 Nats. Starter John Moscott was not good again, and here in the 6th, J.C. Ramirez can't come up with the play. Daniel Murphy scores. It was 10-5 Nationals. The Reds, though, would get a run in the 9th when Brandon Phillips hits this down the line. This got the Reds within a run, and they eventually loaded the bases, and they had nobody out, but they couldn't score again. 2 out. Bases still loaded in the 9th, and Ivan DeJesus gets the crowd on its feet with nothing more than a very long, loud out. Jay Bruce hit a 3-run home run, his 13th. 10-9 final, Washington.
We play like this, play with this intensity, play with this type of execution. You know, we're getting better. We're getting better, and I'm proud of these guys for playing that hard for 9 innings in a game that could have been very easily one that they shut it down, and they didn't.
And this wasn't very nice, but that's the way it goes when veterans have a little fun at rookies' expenses. The Houston Astros swiped the new ride that belonged to rookie Tyler White and parked it in the outfield during their batting practice on Saturday. When White saw it, he wasn't too pleased. The good news for him is his car wasn't damaged. At the NCAA baseball tournament today in Nashville, UC Santa Barbara beat Xavier 5-4 was the final. Xavier DH David Morton went 3 for 4 and drove in 2 with a home run, but Santa Barbara scored 3 in the first. The Musketeers never recovered. They go to the losers bracket. They'll play Washington later on tonight. Straight ahead, Game 2 of the NBA Finals is tonight. We'll have a preview for you straight ahead when 9 on Your Side continues.
The biggest part was the nighttime driving. Too young not to be driving at night. Everybody was friendly, walked you through everything, let you know things were going to be safe. It's remarkable. I mean, I feel as if I'm not confined after 6 or 7 o'clock at night and having to stay home. If we were going to do 1 to 10, I would give them a 10. Our understanding was, for cataracts, this is the place you want it to be, CEI.
How do your parents protect you?
My mom holds my hand in the parking lot.
My mom tells me to call her so she knows that I'm safe at the bus stop.
As parents, you protect your children in many little ways every single day. Getting them vaccinated is just one more way that you can help to protect them and keep them healthy.
Vaccines can protect your child from serious illnesses and diseases like measles, mumps, and chickenpox.
Get your child vaccinated. For more information, visit odh.ohio.gov.
How do you craft the world's finest bed? It starts with luxurious materials, carefully handled by master craftsmen, with attention to every detail. When you lie down on a Stearns & Foster bed, you'll appreciate everything we've put in, making it that much harder to get out. Stearns & Foster, crafting the world's finest bed.
The area's largest selection of Stearns & Foster mattresses is at the Better Sleep Shop at Morris Home Furnishings and Ashley Home Store. Enjoy 8 years no interest this weekend.
At Bob Evans, breakfast is such an important meal that we serve it all day long, starting at just $4.99 with fresh ingredients, a warm smile, and hot coffee. Born on a farm, home-style delicious. That's Bob Evans.
John O'Sleeka here with my good friend, Andy Furman.
Who told you that?
Take it easy, please. Join us Friday, June 10th at the Newport Syndicate for the 3rd annual Laughter is the Best Medicine fundraiser.
Help us raise money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You'll enjoy an evening of food and comedy for a great cause.
Get your tickets or make a donation at windowworldcincinnati.com.
Does your roof have storm damage? How sure are you? Rely on Fiesel, your local roofing company, for a free roof inspection. Visit FieselInc.com to schedule your free inspection today.
If an auto accident causes you injury, call 1-800-ELK, Ohio.
We have Game 2 of the NBA Finals for you tonight at 8, right here on 9 on Your Side. Pre-game coverage begins at the top of the hour. The Cavaliers aren't really in that bad a shape. All they have to do is get 1 win in California, and they win all 3 in Cleveland, and then they win the series. I know it's easy to say, particularly when you're dealing with a Golden State team so deep and talented and a bench that carried the Warriors in Game 1.
I think we cannot relax when those guys make their subs. Livingston, Barbosa, Iguodala, those guys come into the game and they change tempo and they play with just as much confidence as Steph and Clay and Draymond.
And that's it. The Cavaliers are going to have to get more out of their bench and allow Sean Livingston and the Warriors fewer bench points. Golden State's bench outscored Cleveland's bench 45-10 in Game 1. And Livingston says he's ready for whatever may come his way in this game tonight.
Game 1, shots went in for me. Game 2, I may not get the same amount of shots or they might not go in, but I still have to find a way to impact the game and be aggressive. And the same goes for our bench.
In racing, the Sprint Cup cars were supposed to tackle New Hampshire today, but as you can see, the weather was like it was here a couple of days ago, and the race has been rescheduled for tomorrow at noon, when they hope the weather will be better and more conducive to racing. And you saw this right here on 9 on Your Side, Day 2 of the IndyCar Duel in Detroit race, winning for the first time since opening race 2015, was Will Power. It was his 26th career IndyCar race. Andy Murray may have been the crowd favorite today at Roland Garros, but the afternoon belonged to Novak Djokovic, who has won the first major of the season at the French Open. Here now is match point, and he's going to force Murray to hit a backhander into the net. Djokovic has completed the Grand Slam, his fourth consecutive major, and the first to accomplish that in almost 50 years. Djokovic in 4 sets to win the French Open. And William McGurk by 1 in the 2-hole playoff at the Memorial today over John Curran to win the tournament up near Columbus. You're in tennis, you kiss the trophy a lot, no question.
Exactly. Well, before we go, one last story. It is the festival that's rocked the Queen City all weekend long. If you were downtown, you certainly heard the music. It's coming to a close today, but it hasn't been without some hiccups for the Bunbury Festival. Some complained that they were not able to use the Bunbury app to add cash to their electronic wristband, which was new this year, designed to make those purchases easier. But some of those wristbands did really help cut down on one huge complaint. From last year, festival goers complained about those long entrance lines. The new system allowed them to move swiftly this time around. They were also experiencing some fewer stages, and well, the race there between the water stations, big deal, because I can tell you the heat was out there, and Florence and the Machine still getting ready to take the stage tonight. What are they really in for?
It's going to be a big deal. Yeah, take a look outside now. Get a live shot looking down that way. 79 degrees. It's going to stay in the 70s for tonight. As we get into tomorrow, temperatures are going to be even hotter. We'll be in the 80s, and then you'll notice how we ride a little roller coaster. Cooler in the middle of the week and then hot toward the end of the period.
All right, we'll stick around for Game 2 of the NBA Finals. That is 9 on your side for 6 o'clock on this Sunday evening. We're always on with breaking news and weather updates on WCPO.
You're injured in a car accident.